Good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
Very good evening. Okay. Right, Putala. Okay. So last day we discussed, my Putala, about the Manning Devonshire. Manning, right? Yeah. Manning and Manning Devonshire constitutions. Am I correct? We have completed discussing Manning and Manning Devonshire, and today we want to discuss about Donomo constitution. So if I'm correct, please give me a response, Putala. Shall we have a response very quickly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we finished Manning and Manning Devonshire both, right? Am I correct? Yeah. Yes, we have finished. And right now we want to start Donomo Constitution. Before moving to Donomo's Constitution, Buddha, let's have a small recapitulation of the things what we did. Now, please tell me in which year Colebrook came to Sri Lanka. Colebrook na Lanka da kodada. Taggal kiyumbaran. Colebrook came in 1829. And how many members were there in Colebrook legislature? How many members were there in the Colebrook legislature? There were, yes, there were 15 members. Am I correct? Yeah, there were 15 members in the Colebrook legislature. Hello, Putala. Can you all hear me? I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. Can you all hear me? Please give me a response.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So there were Puta 15 members in the Colebrook legislature. And what was the second constitution we discussed? Mukala devne ke ban taggal kiyumban mata. It's called
Tio Makala.
Exactly correct, Crewe-McCallum. So how many members were there in the Crewe-McCallum Constitution, Puta? Not 15. Sorry, it's
21.
very
20.
good. Excellent. නියමයි පුතා. Perfect. නියමයි සුපිරි පට්ට මතකයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. ඒතර මම අහනවා very important question පුතා. Definitely just hope this question for the all level exam මගේ පුතා. මට කියන්න පුතා, who was the first educated Sri Lankan minister under Crewe-McCallum Constitution?
Sir, Ponnambalam Varnash.
Exact. Ponnambalam Arunachalam or Ramanathan?
Ramanathan.
Ramanathan. Yeah, it's Ponnambalam Ramanathan, my Buddha. And then next one, right? Next question, then Buddha. What was known as ethnic representation? මොකක්ද මේ ethnic representation කියන්නේ? Yes, you are correct. Appointing members to the Legislative Council Buddha, based on what? Ethnicity, nationality is called ethnic or nationalist representation, right? And then Buddha, we move to Manin Constitution. So, but in Crewe-McCallum Constitution, we got one important feature. What was that? මොකක්ද අපිට හම්බුනේ වැදගත්ම දේ? It's Buddha, limited franchise. How about how many percentage we got? It's only by Buddha, it's only 4%. සියයට 4යි අපිට හම්බ වෙන්නේ. And then we move to Manin Devonshire Buddha. The members of the Manin Devonshire Constitution, how many ministers were there Buddha in Manin Devonshire? මගේ රත්තරන්? 49. Exactly 49 members. Manin Devonshire is very important because it was the first constitution. Lanka අපිට හම්බෙච්ච පළවෙනිම constitution එක what? Divided what into what? කියන්න බං ටක් ගාලා කියමු බං. Divided. Yeah, you are correct, Puta. Power and the responsibility into two. Power and the responsibility into two. So we discuss all these factors. ටක් ගාලා කියන්න බං. Are you okay with all this? පුළුවන් නම් okay නම් අත උස්සමු බං. Raise your hand, Puta. ටක් ගාලා quick response එකක් දෙමු. අපි අද වැඩේ කොහොම හරි ඉවර කරන්න ඕනේ. Today we have to
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yeah, please ask, Puta.
What's the special feature about Manning Devonshire, sir?
Manin Devonshire Puta, the very special feature Puta, it was dividing the power and the responsibility into two. Puta, power was vested to governor. Responsibility was vested to unofficial members. How many members were appointed by the franchise? චන්දෙන් කීයක් ආවද කියන්න බලන්න මට මතකයි න කාට හරි ටක් ගාලා කියමු කාටද මතක
20.
Yeah, you are correct. 29 members. Governor appointed only 8 members. So altogether, the governor has 12 plus 8. 20 members loyal to governor, others are Puta franchise. So power Puta given to official members, responsibility was given to unofficial members. So this is the first constitution ever in the country that power and the responsibility divided in two groups. In all other previous constitution, Puta, power and the responsibility both in the hand of governor. Puta. Are you clear, Magratara? Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
If you are all clear with this factor, shall I move to Donomo today's part?
Okay,
May I?
sir.
Yeah, because today I'm planning to finish this lesson. Then we can start the new lesson Puta next week. After ඊළඟ දවසේ 5th lesson එක start කරන්න යන්න පුළුවන්. සුදු ගවුමේ මඩ ගෑවුනේ දැන් නම් ඉතින් ගෙදරින් බානී මට ලලලලලා නනනනන තනනනනනනනන la 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 la. Don't know more constitution, don't know more constitution. La 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 la. La na 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 na. Donovo constitution පුතා අපි මේ mind map එකේ යන්නේ නැහැ Donovo එක. අපි යන් අලුත් mind map එකකට Donormore mind map. Donormore diagram we have. So we all know Puta, in all other constitution it was divided into two, but Donomo Puta we are dividing into three. Why? It's why that is why we call it Donomo. Important one. How many total members were there? Balu Puta. 50 members were elected on the provincial basis. 50 members were elected on the provincial basis. Puta. 50ක් පත් කරනවා based on the provincial basis. So what does mean by provincial basis පුතා? අපි අදමු ලංකාව මෙන්න මේ විදිහට රත්නදීප ජන්ම භූමි ලංකාදීප විජය භූමි මේ අපේ උදාර වූ මාතෘභූමියයි මාතෘභූමියයි la 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 na na na. Then Puta, the country was divided into provinces, right? Provincial basis means at that time actually, country was divided into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Northern, southern, western, eastern and central Puta. So then 50 members Puta appointed through provincial basis. Based on the province population Puta, Janagahane Vadimima Anuva, this 50 was divided. Let's imagine the highest population in western province, so then they are giving 20, imagine, right? 20. Least one, northern, then they are giving 10. Then this one, eastern, are 15. Not 15, let's take, 10. 12. Right? So then, 30 and 42 and 8. So least one 8. Right? This is about the imaginary calculation. It's an imagination, right? According to the population density, the 50 elected members were divided, called provincial basis system. Got it? Human got it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. According to the population density Puta, Janagahane වැඩිවීම අනුව they were divided. The 50 members were divided. It's called provincial basis system. 50 members were appointed in such a way. And then there were Puta 8 nominated. 8 were nominated by the governor. 8 දෙනෙක් පුතා governor විසින් පත් කරනවා. 8. Now totally completely 58. And we have in Donomo special point puta 3 state officers. We call for them state officers. Kurundu kodu suwendetat රස්නෙට පවා මම නිඋන්නති මමයි ඔබේ සංචරණී. Put our first state officer we call state secretary. State secretary. Second one Puta we called financial secretary. Third one we call Puta legal secretary. So there were 3 state officers, completely 50 plus 8, 58 plus 3. Altogether, how many members in Donomo Constitution Puta? Kiyomban? 61 Puta. What was the name given for the Parliament of Colebrook? Colebrook gave Parliament එකට කිව්ව නම මොකක්ද රත්තරන්? Legislature. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What was the name given for the Parliament of Crewe Macallum Puta? Legislature. What was the name given for the Manning Parliament, Puta?
Legislature.
How about Manning Devonshire, Puta?
That was legislature.
හැබැයි පුතා ඩොනමෝ එකේ legislature කියන්නේ ඔන්න වෙනසක් ඔන්න රත්තරන් ටච් කරන්න ඕන තැන රත්තරනේ අල්ලගන්න මෙව්වා මගේ රත්තරනේ. For the first time in the history of Sri Lanka, the politics going to be changed in under Donomo Constitution, the Parliament, the name legislature changed to State Council. Sitahanai Matanivi මදවාලයි මේ ශෝකේ ආදරය මා ලැබුවේ කඳුල පමණද මේ ලෝකේ. There were 61 members under Donomo. Members change to State Council. La, 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 la. 50 members were appointed through the provincial basis. 8 nominated. There were 3 state officers. All together 61 ඔබට ආදරේ ඔබට ආදරේ. The very special point under Donomo Constitution with double star marks. Remember this, why I put double star marks? Definitely MCQ. My MCQ කියලා ලියනවා පුතා. මේක MCQ paper එක 2026 O level paper එක පුතා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ paper එකේ this will be appearing. The question MCQ question එක අහන්න පුතා මෙන්න මෙහෙමයි. Who was the chair or head of the State Council? කියන්න බලන්න උත්තරේ කවුද කියලා? Was the head or chair of the State Council? උත්තරේ කිව්වොත් කියන කෙනාට පුතා ගැම්මක් තමයි.
Donomo.
රත්තරන් පෙම්පුරානේ දිසිතුවක්. Aha! The chair පුතා is known as වෙනස් වෙනවා speaker. කවුද පුතා? ආයෙ පාරක් repeat කරමු කවුද? Speaker. කියන්න මාත් එක්ක one more time.
Speaker.
Speaker. තව එක වතාවක් අපි ඔක්කොමලම හයියෙන් ශබ්ද නගා කියමු 1 2 3. කවුද රත්තරන්?
Speaker.
Speaker. සිංහලෙන් මෙයාට කියන්නේ පුතා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා කතානායක. අහලා තිනව නේද? Have you heard about this word? කතානායක කියලා. කතානායක නායක නෙමෙයි නායකනේ. So he was the leader of Donomo Constitution. Speaker, 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 speaker. ගන්තෙර ළඟ බට පඳුරේ සිලි සිලි හඬ මට සිහිලල් පෑ 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 කුළුදුල් ආදර හැඟුමන් විසිරෙන්නේ නැ 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 අඩවන් වූ දෙන්නේ තින් නුඹ බැලු කල මගේ සිත ඉවසුම් නැ 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 උමරේ ඔබාද මා ළඟ නෑ සුදු ඇඳුමින් සැරිමුව හසරැල්ලි පපපපපපප. පුතා ස්පීකර්. කවුද පුතා head speaker? Speaker. දෙවෙනි තරු ලකුණ පුතා second most important one. So can you send the mind map to the group? Yeah, sure, definitely, my Buddha. දෙවෙනි එක්කෙනාට අපි ගන්නවා ගත්තා the second most important one. These will be asking for the MCQs also. එතන පුතා granted. Oh, sorry. Granted universal franchise. සර්ව ජන ඡන්ද බලය ලබා දීම under 1931. Granted universal franchise, puta. Limited franchise was given under Crewe McCallum. Universal franchise was given under Donomo 1931. Sir, what is called universal franchise? I know that is your next question. We'll be explaining after drinking somewhat. Are you clear up to this place? Quick response. Yes,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
sir.
clear. Right, okay. Now, Prashna, how many members in the Donomo Constitution, Puta?
61.
61 members. Very good. So it divides in 3 parts. What were they?
Elected on provincial basis, state
Very good.
officers nominated by the governor.
Perfect, perfect, superb, right? How many members were elected, Puta?
61.
No, elected members?
50.
50. Nomination
8.
8, sir.
and state officers
3.
3.
3. Anyone could remember who were those 3 state officers?
The state secretary.
Secretary, finance secretary,
financial secretary, legal secretary.
Very good, very good. Who was the head or chair of Donomo Constitution?
Speaker.
What was the most important feature? The second important feature. Granted what?
Granted
Universal
franchise.
Universal franchise. The next question, sir. What is known as universal franchise? Let's first of all take a screenshot of this. Okay, I took a screenshot. And we'll have a new mind map called universal franchise. Universal franchise. Asha nira shamevu me indrarani nubai. Universal franchise. La 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 la. La 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 la. Na 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 na. Pa 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 pa. Universal franchise means granting la 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 la. Universal franchise means puta granting voting power to everyone who were above 21 years old. Not 18, right? 21 years old. Now, but under Crewe McCallum Puta, now we know limited franchise existed in this country from 1910 to 1924. Am I correct? Because Donomo Puta started 1931. In 1931, they granted universal franchise. So from 1910 to 1924, Puta, we had limited franchise. How about the percentage of the franchise?
4%.
Very good. It's only 4%, Puta. Right? 4% of the population. And what were the considered factors? Education plus wealth. The people who are rich enough and who are educated enough can have the voting power. හැබැයි ඩොනමෝ කියනවා නෑ 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 ඒක හරියන්නේ නෑ. That is not good. Right? The people who are about 21 years, all of them, irrespective of their education level and social status and wealth, both male and female can have voting power. It's called පුතා universal franchise. දැන් විභාගයේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා what is known as universal franchise and limited franchise. Will you be able to explain, anyone please? The difference between universal and limited franchise. Come on, quick.
Limited franchise only allowed people
And-
who are educated and wealthy to give a vote, but according to Donamo Constitution, granting universal franchise, everyone above 21 years was allowed to vote.
Wow, Buddha. Respect, respect. Supiri, you explained in an excellent, clear way. Yeah? Thank you very much. Thank you for your cooperation, my Buddha. Shabash. Shabash, beta shabash. Right. දැන් අහනවා අපෙන් විභාග ප්‍රශ්නයක් මෙන්න මෙහෙම. What are the advantages of universal franchise? කියවන්න කවුරු හරි. Just think and tell me. කියන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. I know that you know the answer. පුතා, the advantage is when we have the election power only 4%, Puta, only rich people, the ministers will fulfill dreams of the rich people and educated people only. They will never care about the poor people, the people who don't have voting power. So then that's why Donamo said to give equal rights to everyone, to give equal rights to everyone, to have a political power to common people, we must grant universal franchise. If we only grant universal franchise, the poor people, at least during the election time period, the politician will come and search, find out their problems and try to give solutions. මේ රට මගේ රට මා ඉපදුණු රට හැදෙන වැඩෙන රට මගේම මව් රට. Are you clear, Puta, about the universal
Sir.
franchise? Yeah, Puta?
Can you explain this again, sir?
Yeah, sure. Right. The advantage of universal franchise, Puta. Universal franchise එක අපි කියනවා advantage එක. ඒ තමයි මම ගත් කරන්. This gave voting power to everyone above 21 years old, right? Irrespective to their education and wealth. So because of Puta having the voting power, now ministers, they will come and find out the problems of everyone. Ministers, Puta, right? Isn't it? Ministers, they tend to find out problems of everyone. But earlier, Puta, ministers will find out only the problems related to educated and wealthy people, because only 4% of the population got their franchise voting power. But under universal franchise, they have changed it upside down, because Puta, if the ministers want to get the vote of the common people, they directly had to thought about the people. That's the one and only main benefit, advantage from the universal franchise. Are you clear? Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you okay up to Donamo? Are you okay? State Council under Donamo Constitution and Universal Franchise. Are you okay? These two factors. Tanggal Kim.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Yes.
So let's go to complete the Utputa. Right. Okay. So Donamo Constitution under 1931. It is important as Donamo reform entrusted a considerable amount of political responsibility to Sri Lankans. It's not like Sri Lanka, right? So State Council with our 61 members divided in three will complete here. Elected on provincial basis, it's 50 members. Elected on provincial basis, it's 50 members. Second one, state officers. Third one, nominated by the governor. Finish writing, Mabutala. Done. Right. So state officers, we will be writing Buta here. State secretary. Financial secretary. Legal secretary. State secretary, financial secretary, and legal secretary. Completed, Putala. So I didn't get the PDF. Okay, Puta. The PDF in the group, Puta, I will send it, right, again. Okay, uploaded to the group again, Puta. Yeah, okay. A speaker, you can see the duty is very clear, my Puta. A speaker elected by the members of the council was the chair of the council, right? Very, very important. That's why I have given it in bold letters, right? Next one, my Puta, universal franchise. So we'll write the universal franchise also. The percentage of franchise holders was just 4% of the population as late as 1924. ඔබේ කතාවට පටුනලියන්නට සිහිනගෙනා පිටුවෙන් පිටුවට ගිතු කතාවල ලලලලලා Finish writing, Putala. Done. Completed. Up you are put response demo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Puta. Okay. Then next one. And also, female did not enjoy this franchise. General public paid no attention to political to issues because they did not enjoy the franchise. Therefore, all males and females who were about 21 years were granted franchise irrespective of their wealth and educational qualifications. Executive committee system. Right. We'll go to explain the executive committee system, Buddha. Na 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 na. Patunali annata senagena. Executive committee system. 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 Now, this is a very important committee system because other constitutions we didn't find this, right? Colebrook, no. Crewe-McCallum, no. Manning, no. Manning-Devonshire, no. So this is a novel feature. This is a new feature, novel feature, right? It's a new feature under Donomo Constitution. Now, when we're talking about executive committee system, Puta, it says like this. The state council. Now, once I express the word state council, what does that means? The state council can. Yes?
Legislate.
Exactly
Legislate.
correct. Very good. Da? So imagine just in your examination, put the oral examination. So you are going to sit for the oral exam, right? They have explained like they have given the question like this. Briefly explain the state council. So don't confuse. They are asking Puta explain about the Donomo legislature, right? So state council Puta received power on both legislative plus executive matters. What are Puta legislative and executive matters? Anyone is able to explain it? Here the Munadame legislative and executive matters here. Legislative matters means Puta matters related to we call making laws. Niti Hadanika. Executive committee means matters related to implementing laws. Niti kriyatma karne gana. Implementing laws. Right? Making laws and implementing laws. State Council received power on both legislative and executive matters. Both the making laws and implementing laws, both under Puta State Council. So State Council Puta, it further divides into 7 committees. How many committees? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see what were they. First one we call Puta Home Affairs. What does mean by Home Affairs? In Sinhala we call for this Puta Suwadesha Katayutu. Affairs inside the country. Right? Affairs inside the country is called Home Affairs. The second one we call my Puta Agriculture. Agriculture affairs. Affairs related to paddy cultivation, chain cultivation, and animal husbandry. Third one, local administration. Local ruling, Puta, right? Not affairs. It's about local ruling, ruling patterns. Local ruling we call local administration tonight. හතරම ගත්තරන් health සෞඛ්‍ය health affairs පහ කියනවා පුතා educational affairs අධ්‍යාපනික sixth one පුතා transport and common work transport and common work cleaning and everything hygiene last one labor and commerce labor industry and the economic financial industry. So these are we call 7 executive committees. Executive committees හතයි. පට්ට වැදගත්. මේක අහන්න කොහොමද පුතා? So you won't ask a question. ඔයගොල්ලෝගෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්නේ නැහැ පුතා මේකේ. What is known as home affairs? What does mean by agriculture? එහෙම අහන්නේ නැහැ පුතා. ඔයගොල්ලෝගෙන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්නේ among the followings select which is not included to the executive committee under Donomo. Anna prashna hana pattern. Select of the following which was not a committee, which was not an executive committee under Donomo. Anna prashna hana homai rattarang hari. Gang terelanga batta pandure silly silly handa matta sihilal pat 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 pat. So, you know, most probably, Puta, the government is deciding to arrange your examination in the beginning of Puta February. February beginning, the government is planning to actually from the last of January to the second week of February, the government is planning to have the O-level examination. That's what we hope that the examination will be end of January or mid of February. Let's take Puta February. Okay. Now this is Puta which month? This month is May, month of May. For the
Excuse
month
me,
of
sir.
May, yeah, Puta.
Isn't it December 8?
No, Puta. Most probably it will not be in the month of December, right?
Why, sir?
Because Puta, you know, the last year examination was held, right? Not in the December. So then the government started, you know, the first term, the beginning, mid of January. So now they have to keep a term by term. So most probably the government is arranging, we'll hope January to February, right? And you know, some days the schools were closed because of this Ditta, right? And this year A-level examination, I think it won't be in the month of August. Is it in the month of August, Puta? No, right? So probably it may be January, right? Probably it may be January, Puta. We hope, right? But we don't know. Sometimes it may, if they arrange December, we have to face it. Let's take January, right? So we have 2 more days, 2 more Fridays. Am I correct for the month of May? Do you agree with me? We have 2 more
Yes, sir.
Fridays. Yeah. Right? Then June, we have 4 Fridays. July, we have 4 Fridays. August, we have 4 Fridays. September, we have 4. October, we have 4. November, we have 4. And December, we have 4. We can't take Puta January, right? January we will not be taking for that. So we have how many altogether days? Let's calculate. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30. We have only 30 days for the exam, right? Only 30 Fridays, Putta. Keep remember, you don't have much time. No bigger time. Only 30 days. Very important, huh? Only 30 Fridays we will be meeting. Once we meet next week, we have only 29 days. Then after it will be 28 likewise. The weeks are going, Putta. We will be meeting 20 just only for 30 days. Actually, 30 days means we have 13 2 hours. We have 60 hours for the O-level exam. 61st hour means you are writing your O-level exam. Be in touch, Maliputta. Be in touch, right? But in the news, they said, right, the schedule is confirmed on December. However, thank you for the goodest news, right? We hope that it will be January, but if the government decided the examination will be December, definitely we have to face it. If the examination Putta, will be in the month of December, you don't have 30 days, you have only 26 days. So, however, we have to prepare for the oral exam within 26 to 30 days. 60 hours. We have only 60 hours for the exam. We have 30 days for the exam. 31st Friday, you are going to write your oral exam. So please be in touch with all these important materials, Mutala. Right. The State Council received the power on both legislative and executive matters under these reforms. There are 7 committees, Putapiliaganway committees, Tika, Home Affairs, Agricultural Affairs, Local Administration, Health Affairs, Educational Affairs, Transport and Common Work, Labor Industry, and Commerce. Kurundu kudu suwendetat rasnete pava mamniunnati mamai obe sancharani. Finish writing, Putala. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Home Affairs, Agricultural Affairs, Local Affairs, Health Affairs, Educational Affairs, Transport and Common Work, and Labor Industry and Commerce. Right, Putala. So next we have the protest for independence. Before moving to protest for independence, let's try to do some questions here, Puta. So if you are able, just try to answer to these questions. What is the reason for the British government to appoint a commission in 1829? Anyone is
Because
there to answer?
their expenditure was higher than the income.
Very good. The expenditure was higher than the income. Perfect. So what was the commission appointed for that, Puta? It was known as Colebrook Commission, right? What is called communal representation? Any idea?
TJ, sir, is communal representation the same thing as ethnic representation?
Very good. Appointing members according to the ethnic groups, right? We call communal representation. Perfect. Name the member of the executive council according to the Colebrook recommendation. Name the members. There were two members, right? There were two members, Puta. Kaudi.
Official members and unofficial members.
No, sorry, not two members, Puta. I'm very sorry. Under Colebrook Puta Executive Council, there were 5 members. I'm very sorry, yeah. Could you remember those 5 executive members? Secretary of the colony, cashier of the Colombo Custom, head surveyor, accountant, right? And accountant. One more is there, Puta. No.
Treasurer.
Treasurer. Exactly correct. Treasurer, right? Perfect. Name the organization set up by the Europeans and its leader. Actually, the answer is given, right? Lanka Congress, the leader is George Wall. Name the governor of Ceylon at that time. Who was the governor of Ceylon at that time, Puta? Or the governor? I think until 1910, from 1833, who was the governor?
Henry McCullough.
Until 1910, Puta, it's Colebrook. Am I correct? Yeah. No, right? Governor Henry McCullough. So that's what we got the new constitution called Crewe-McCallum Constitution. What was the reason for the origin of the temperance movement? Any idea why temperance movement was
The
started?
demands of the middle class was not satisfied.
Very good. That is the background features. That's the background feature, Buddha. But what is called temperance movement actually?
Protest launched against giving permission to open toddy.
Yeah, protest against Buddha giving permission to open toddy bars in the country, 1912. When was the Ceylon National Congress was established?
1865.
1919.
1919. Anyone could remember who was the first, president? First
Ponnambalan Arunachalam.
Arunachal.
Arunachalam. Perfect. What are the special features of Donomo Constitution? There are two special features. The speaker was the chair.
Speaker was the chair and the granting of universal
franchise in 1921.
Very good. So next we have what is called poppy flower movement and what is meant by Suryamal movement. So that's what we have to study, Puta, as the last part of this lesson. So we will be going to study about this after getting the break. Shall we go for the break right now then? The time is 9:04 p.m. You can get the break until 9:19 p.m. Come on, take your break, Puta. Hello, Putala. Can you all hear me? तौबा तुम्हारी है निशानी हमको ला 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 ना 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 ला 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 ला. Right, now we want to go to Surya Mal movement, protest for independence. Can you all, everyone hear my voice? Putala, then response ka Taggala.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, piti was in the call of who what lagamo. Woo. Right, Puta. Protest for independence. La 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 la. Protest for independence. Protesting for independence. Protesting for independence. Protesting for independence. Protest for independence. In the country, Putha, protest of the independence, protest for the independence, right? So to get the actually administrative power, to get the 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 administrative power to Sri Lankans actually, to Sri Lankans, my Putala, the Marxist in the country. Sir, who are Marxist, right? The Marxist in the country. The Marxist, Puta. Who are known as Marxist? How the name Marxist kiyanne? Marxist kiyanne Puta, the people, the leaders who followed communism. අපි කියනවා communism follow කරන leaders ලා කියන පුතා Marxist. They are known as Marxist who followed communism. Right? The Marxist who followed communism. Then you ask, sir, what is called communism? Communism puta equal to socialism. So socialism means puta, it's called by puta creating a society, creating class-free society. It followed equity, right? It followed the equality for everyone. The leaders who followed classes-free society, no rich, poor, middle class, everyone treating as equally, we called puta Marxist, right? So the leaders who followed communism or socialism, we call Marxist, puta. So there were some leaders who followed communism or socialism in Sri Lanka. So to get the administrative power to Sri Lankans, the Marxist leaders, puta, of the country, they launch a struggle. To get the administrative power to Sri Lanka, the Marxists launch a struggle. Marxists launch struggle to get the administrative power to Sri Lankans. Marxists get they launch. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. To get the administrative power to Sri Lankans, the Marxists launched a struggle. ලංකාවට බලය ගන්න පුතා මාසිස් ලංකාවේ follow කරපු leaders ලා ඒගොල්ලෝ protest එකක් launch කරා. එහෙනම් අපෙන් අහනවා who were the Marxist leaders? කවුද ලංකාවේ ඉන්න Marxist leaders? Especially there were two Marxist leaders. Number one පුතා Dr. N.M. Pereira and Dr. N.M. Pereira and puta we call Dr. Colvin R. De Silva. Dr. N.M. Pereira, Dr. Colvin R. De Silva, Dr. N.M. Pereira, Dr. Colvin R. De Silva. Marxist leaders, Marxist leaders, Dr. N.M. Pereira, Colvin R. De Silva. Marxist leaders, Marxist leaders, Dr. N.M. Colvin R. De Silva. Dr. N.M. Pereira puta and Colvin R. De Silva, who were the leaders of Lanka Samasamaj Party, NMC puta, Lanka Samasamaj Party. Dr. N.M. Pereira and Colvin R. De Silva, the leaders of Lanka Samasamaj Party puta, right? Apeng ahana who were the leaders of Lanka Samasamaj political party, Dr. N.M. Pereira and Colvin R. De Silva puta. They started a protest. The name of that protest we call puta Sunflower Movement, Surya Mal Movement, Surya Mal Movement, Sunflower Movement, Surya Mal Movement, Sunflower Movement. Na 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 la 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 la. Surya Mal Movement, Sunflower Movement. Surya Mal Movement, Sunflower Movement. Then, for the examination, who started Surya Mal Movement or Sunflower Movement? The Marxists in the country. Who were the Marxists? Dr. N.M. Pereira and Dr. Colvin R. De Silva, the leader of Sri Lanka Samasamaj Party. Tell me two leaders of Lanka Samasamaj Party.
Dr. N.M. Pereira, Dr. Colvin R. De Silva.
What was the protest started by them?
Suryamal or Sunflower Movement.
Very good. Surya Mal or Sunflower Movement. Hari. Ehenam puta, this Surya Mal movement, the Sunflower Movement started against Poppy Flower Movement. Poppy Flower Movement. Poppy Flower Movement. So egollo hana maging, sir, what is called Poppy Flower Movement? Haritam hari. Me Surya Mal movement and Sunflower Movement puta started against Poppy Flower Movement puta. Mokadda me Poppy Flower Movement eheman nattang Sunflower Movement kiyanne. Ratharang etamai Poppy Flower nattang Poppy Flower Movement kiyanne magaratharang. Sorry, right? Sunflower Movement is a different one. Poppy Flower Movement was a movement of British. The British started collecting a fund for the disabled soldiers of World War I. What they did actually, British started selling poppy flowers. Lankawe poppy mal vikunanne patan gatta puta Brithanne varu. Why they started selling poppy flower? To collect a fund to support disabled British soldiers from World War I. පළමු ලෝක යුද්ධයේ disabled අසරණ වෙච්ච නොහැකි වෙච්ච soldiers ලට මුදලක් දෙන්න පුතා they started this poppy flower movement. This is we call poppy flower puta. What is known as Poppy Flower Movement puta? The British started collecting a fund for disabled soldiers of World War One. එන විභාග ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා what does mean by poppy flower movement? කියන්න බලන්න.
Fund that was collected by British for the disabled soldiers of World War One.
Very good, පුතා. Lover, lover, oh my lover, I want to hear now. La 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 la. Pa 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 pa. Now, Dr. N.M. Pereira and Colvin R. De Silva, the Marxists in the country, Puta, they said that, oh, you are British, you are living in our country and you are collecting a fund for your soldiers who are in your country and you are sending our money to them. This is unfair. Parody. Unfair. This is unfair. Make a parody. Therefore, Puta, the Marxists started selling Suryamal, right? The Marxists in the country, Puta, they started selling Suryamal movement against what? Poppy flower. Against poppy flower, Puta. Against poppy flower. So the Marxists started selling Suryamal sunflower. This is sunflower, right? Not only that, Puta, the Marxists started saying that if any Sri Lankan who buy poppy flowers, they were symbol of slavery. Symbol of slavery. Wahalkame sanketyak. කවුද කියන්නේ? The people who are buying poppy flowers and the people who are buying sunflower is symbol of independence. This is we call the protest for independence. Suryamal movement. Are you clear, ma'am?
Excuse, I have
Yeah.
a question, sir.
Yeah, please.
So the money that they received from the Suryamal movement, where did they use it?
You mean the Sri Lankans, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Puta, they used for the development of their political party, right? So they have a political party we call Lanka Samasamaja Party. Now it's like UNP. You have Puta, UNP political party, Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Pohottu. Have you heard those political parties? Right? So Lanka
Yes, sir.
Samasamaja Party was the oldest Sri Lankan political party. So they used this money for the development of their political party to get administrative power to Sri Lankans. Are you okay, my puta?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. You're welcome, my puta. Okay. Are you okay up to this place, puta? Are you okay, Dogulanta? Okay. So shall we complete the tune, my puta, then? Sunflower movement, Suryamal movement, to get the administrative power to Sri Lankans, Marxists of the country, to launch a struggle for the independence. Leaders like Dr. N.M. Pereira, Colvin R. De Silva, who formed the Lanka Samasamaja Party, used Suryamal movement, was started against poppy movement. In 1926, the campaign of selling sunflower was started by emancipated soldiers, guided on same day when poppy flower was sold. Next one. Communists announced that poppy flowers were a symbol of slavery and sunflower were a symbol of independence. Oh, It has been written. No, right. Okay. Nuru nupurudu ine numaduraka adila ranchu gasila rane jivite tibuna Nuru nupurudu hinaranu ළඟට හොරින් ආවාට නොකියාම ජීවිතෙන් නවතින්න හිතුවාද ආයෙමත් නාදරෙන් Therefore, Suryamal movement became a publicity campaign for the protest for independence. Why poppy movement started? We are writing Buddha. Selling poppy flowers was started in order to collect funds in aid of the families of soldiers who were disabled in World War I. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Finish writing, Putala. Completed. Done. Yeah. Yeah, sir. Okay. Now I'm going to ask questions from you all from the entire lesson. Then අපි මේ මුළු පාඩමෙන් පුතා බලමු questions ටිකක් අහලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ. Okay. So please cooperate by giving the answers. Putala, question 1. Right. In which year Colebrook reform started? Tagadir Banutra Putala?
1833.
1833. Colebrook came in
1829.
very good.
1829.
Charles A. Cameron came in
1830.
1830. Who looked into legal affairs?
Charles A. Cameron.
Charles A. Cameron. Okay, there are 5 distinguished features of Colebrook reform. 2 of them, please. Establishment of Executive and Legislative Council. Introduction of a ruling system which combined both upcountry and low country. Dividing the country into 5 provinces. Also correct. How many members in the Legislative Council of Colebrook?
15.
15.
15 members. How many officials and how many unofficials?
Official was 9 and
9
unofficial 6.
official and unofficial 6.
Unofficial further divides into 4 parts. Who were they?
Europeans, Sinhalese, Tamil and
Tamil
How
and
many
Burmese.
Europeans?
3.
3 Europeans. Correct. Very good. We're discussing about the struggles of the Europeans, right? Who established Lanka Congress?
Wall.
George Wall. Very good. Who was the first person presented a petition? James?
Mr. James Pierce.
James Pierce, correct. How many members in the Crewe McCallum Legislative Council?
21.
18.
Not 18 actually, it's 20. 21. 21 members, right? Tell me two important features of Crewe McCallum Constitution.
An educated Sri Lankan can be seen.
Very good. Educated Sri Lankan minister was appointed. Who was that?
Sir, phone number and Ramanathan.
Sir Ponnambalam Ramanathan. What was the other important factor? Granting.
Increasing unofficial members.
Okay, correct. Another one without granting limited franchise.
Franchise.
In which year temperance movement started?
1912.
1912. There are also Sinhala and Muslim right in Kandy. The year?
1950.
1950. Very good. In which year Mahatma Gandhi came to Sri Lanka?
1927.
1927.
1927. What was the independence movement of Indian nationalist movement? It's we call Swarajya. When Ceylon National Congress started?
1919.
1919.
Who was the first president?
Ponnambalam
Ponnambalam
Arunachalam.
Arunachalam.
How many members were there in Manning Constitution?
37.
37 members. How many officials?
14
23.
officials.
14.
90.
How many unofficial?
23
23.
unofficials.
Unofficial 23 further divides in two parts.
Nomination and franchise.
Nomination and franchise. From nomination, how many members?
7.
7.
7.
From franchise,
16.
16 members.
16 members. Correct. Right. How many members were there in Manning Devonshire Constitution?
49.
40.
49.
49.
What was the most important feature comes under Manning Devonshire?
Divided the power and responsibility into two parts.
Very good. That's correct. Dividing the power and the responsibility into two. What was the name used under Donovo Constitution?
State Council.
State Council. How many members were there?
3 members.
61
61.
members, right?
60.
How many state officers were there? 3. Who were they?
State Secretary, Financial Secretary, Legal Secretary.
Very correct. Perfect. Elected on the provincial basis, how many members?
50.
50 members,
50.
correct. Who was the head or the chair of the Donovo Council?
Speaker.
The speaker.
The speaker, correct. What was the special feature of this Donovo Council?
Granting of universal franchise.
Universal
Granting,
franchise.
very good, granting universal franchise. What are the qualifications they check?
Everyone had to be 21.
Being older than 21.
Yeah, exactly. Only one. Both male and female who are above 21 can get the voting power. How many executive committees were there? 7 executive
7.
committees. Can you mention 3 of them, please?
Home Affairs, Agriculture, Education.
Very good. Health, transport, Leb and common work, right? Perfect. Protest for independence. Tell me two Marxist leaders in the country.
Dr. N.M. Pereira
Yes?
and Colvin R. D. Silva.
Perfect.
Dr.
Niyamai, Haridam Hari. And then, what was their political party?
Lanka Samaja Party.
Lanka Samaj Party. What is known as Poppy Flower Movement?
British started collecting funds for the disabled soldiers of World War.
What was the symbol of slavery at that time?
The poppy flower.
Poppy flowers.
Poppy flower. What was the symbol of independence?
Sunflower.
Sunflower.
So that's all Puta for the lesson, entire lesson. Niyamai, right? Are you okay about the complete lesson, Puta? Mulu padamam gena no problem.
No, sir.
No, right?
Yes.
Fully clear, right? Fully clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. So we will be starting our paper class, Puta. Api paper class se patan gannawa from the end last week of June, next month, right? Next month, last week, we will be starting our paper class. So the paper class will be the same date, means Friday. We will be doing until 11 p.m., right? So the time will be dividing into two from 8 p.m. to 9:45. 8 p.m. to 9:30. 8 p.m. to 9:30 we will be doing theory class, Puta. And then 8:30 to 8:45 we will be getting our break. So 9:30 to 9:45 break, and then from 9:45 to 11 p.m. we will be discussing papers. We have prepared set of papers targeting this COL exam. So end of next month, last week, we will be starting our paper class. So please keep your time free and don't feel like some more we have to stay another 1 more hour. No, don't feel that. So you won't feel bored. We will be doing it in a great way. We are writing answers. We are marking maps. We will be doing all the essential parts from the paper discussion session. All right. So how about today's lesson, Puta? Are you all okay about today's part?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Any issues? Sir, can you say it again as the paper about the paper class? The paper class, Puta, we will be starting next month, last week, right? The time will be 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., which means we are dividing the time from 8 to 9:30. We are doing theory part, 9:30 to 9:45 break, then 9:45 to 11 p.m. we are discussing papers, map marking papers and everything hereafter doing in the paper class, Puta. Right? Okay then, so next week we are starting our lesson number 5. So let's meet next week. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless you all. Bye, Putala. See you.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Good night, sir.
Welcome, Putala. Good night.